maybe deeper level in conversation or discussions. Maybe it helps break some stereotypes, and I'm also I try to be very approachable. So if people do have questions about Islam or about me or about my hijab, well, last week actually was really funny. I was in the hallway waiting for a presentation to be done in another class, and a guy, just a white American guy, came up to me and said, "I really like your scarf." And I said, "Thanks." And he just started talking to me, and he was like a former military, really interested in the Arabic language. One thing leads to another. I'm waiting just for this presentation to end to enter the class, and his wife was in the class, and now he works at my former place of employment, because I was like, hey, there's a job opening. So, just being approachable and letting people feel comfortable to ask the questions that they have and feel safe to do that, I think.
I liked how interested UNO was in the Islamic religion. I didn't, I wasn't expecting that when I first came here. There are a lot of people that are interested to meet Muslim people and to know more about the Islamic culture and all.
Was it difficult at all being a Muslim at UNO?
No, not at all. In Turkish colleges, you can't get into colleges wearing your hijab. And here, people can wear any religious symbols and go to school however they want. In Turkey, you absolutely would not be wearing your hijab, otherwise you can't go to college. So I think American schools are much more respectful to Muslim students.
No, not at all. I mean, why would it be? Because there are many Saudi students here as well, and they even wear hijabs, and seems like it's not even a problem, and I don't even wear it. So, no, everything was fine.
It's easy to be who you are. Back home, because of it's not peer pressure, but it's culture pressure. It, to some extent, force you in looking a certain way, or doing things a certain way, going to certain rituals, or going or not going to these rituals. But here, you can just do whatever you want to do. Myself, I got more into Islam. I think that I became more religious since I came to the U.S. But I think the U.S. makes you who you are, because you're free to do what you want to do.
What will you take away with you from UNO? The fondest memory you have? Apart from your education, or it could just be your education.
Yes, it's my education, and enjoying learning. I've learned a lot through my education. Actually, yeah, this is the most fun I'm experiencing right now at the UNO.
Good.
Yeah.
I loved my school time at UNO, and I met great people. I would come again if time would come over, and I'd do it again. I loved it.
What do you want to be most remembered for at UNO?
I would say track accomplishments again. They would be kind of silly to Muslim girl without a hijab.
Yeah.
The Muslim Student Association, I'm actually their advisor. They are on a big campaign to create an environment to teach people about Islam, to create fun activities for Muslims and non-Muslims to do together. And I think they're really concerned about public image of Muslims because of the negative press that we've had about Muslims all over the world. So they're doing a lot of really good work.
I think so. It'd be fun. It'd be an interesting experience for them, because they can see what it's like and stuff, and they can learn more about it, and because a lot of people around the world, when I fast and stuff, when I do Ramadan, they always ask what's that, and I don't know, it just kind of surprises me that there's still even though Islam is the second fastest growing religion in the world, a lot of people still don't know a lot about it. but I think it'd be like really cool for people to like join. And I think it'd be fun.
For me, it was my mom wears a hijab, so when we just came, it was right after 9/11. So post 9/11, Americans were very
That's how it was
aggressive.
for me too.
Yeah, and they had these random comments to my mom, and
They just viewed it like differently.
Right.
So.
and it's hard because it's your mom, and I didn't speak the language that well, so I couldn't really protect her, and you just feel so helpless, and you feel attacked, and you can't do anything about it, and just cornered. So that was very difficult. But so by the time I understood English, like spoke English better, people got used to Muslims and stopped hating Muslims as much. And it's not that, I mean, people don't say things anymore, but if they did, you know, I'm ready to attack back. But
Yeah. You know, the media, with the media and with the propaganda about Muslim women and Islam, it's really a negative view for Muslims, women especially, in particular. I wish that they can see that they are not Muslim women, not really as they think, abused or don't have freedom of do anything.
Yeah.
I really want them to change their way or their point of view.
And
That's for
make
sure, because
Americans
particularly after
understand what's
9/11,
yeah.
a lot of Americans are wondering about anybody coming from that part of the world, and then
exactly.
to see that these people who are coming here are also, just like we were on 9/11,
Yeah.
had been victimized by this whole hijacking of their country by Al-Qaeda, the Pakistani military, and the Taliban allies.
Yeah.
I guess to those people, I guess who have like a negative image, or I don't know. I was just gonna say like we're not as bad as like we seem or whatever. Just once you get to know us, we're like really fun and cool and like we're just like everyone else.
Well, I think the most important for them to realize is that like it's really diverse, and every culture that you're gonna find is gonna have their own interpretation of Islam. So it's like if you meet one person, like it doesn't matter where they're from, they're gonna practice in a different way. So you don't just basically like don't blanket everyone as this is what Islam is.
yeah, like she said, we're just like you, you know. We're just different religion. You would like to have fun. We have movie nights with girlfriends. We go out with our friends. But some people look at us like, if you're Muslim, I don't want to talk to you. Or I shouldn't be talking to you, or I should be avoiding you. It sounds like that. If you approach us, you might look intimidating, but if you approach us, we're just like anyone else. We'll talk to you. We'll laugh or smile. But yeah.
I would just say that everyone's different, and so you can't make an assumption about someone. And also to say, just because someone wears a scarf or someone doesn't wear a scarf, people should really be careful not to judge whether or not they're religious or not religious, because it's a choice, it's just where that person is at, so just have an open mind.
Well, I think the most important for them to realize is that like it's really diverse, and every culture that you're gonna find is gonna have their own interpretation of Islam. So it's like if you meet one person, like it doesn't matter where they're from, they're gonna practice in a different way. So you don't just basically like don't blanket everyone as this is what Islam is.
yeah, like she said, we're just like you, We're just different religion. You would like to have fun. We have movie nights with girlfriends. We'll go out with our friends. But some people look at us like, if you're Muslim, I don't want to talk to you. Or I shouldn't be talking to you, or I should be avoiding you. It sounds like that. If you approach us, you might look intimidating, but if you approach us, we're just like anyone else. We'll talk to you. We'll laugh or smile. But yeah.
Have a little faith in me.